Artist was determined to make that red carpet great again at the 59th Grammy Awards on Sunday night. Joy Vila's Trump-inspired gown quickly sparked conversation on Twitter, and album sales online. Sales have soared. Fox News reporting that her I Make the Static album climbed to #3 on Amazon's Movers and Shakers album list. Singer and songwriter Joy Vila joins me right now to talk more about it. Joy, great to have you on the program. Welcome.
Hi, good morning.
So
great to be here.
Tell us about your decision to wear that Make America Great Again dress, and in the back it said Trump. It was a beautiful dress, but obviously it made a big statement.
Yes, it did. Well, you know, for me, I voted for Trump, and a lot of my friends did as well. And we felt like we had to be closeted, we had to be quiet about it, or we would face a backlash and bullying. And I just got tired of the narrative of hate. You know, you're racist, you're a bigot, you're this, you're that, people losing jobs, all because they voted for our now elected president. And for me, it's more of a platform for love and acceptance and unity for America. So this dress, I was hoping to just make a statement, some small little statement about unity, togetherness, and supporting our president as one unified country.
Good for you. So I understand now you walked in with a robe on, right? And then you took the robe off to show the dress.
That's right.
So people didn't know what you were wearing initially. When they finally figured out what you were doing, did you get backlash from people? Were they mad?
Well, you know, there's always going to be backlash whenever you make a bold statement, whenever you be yourself. And for me, as an artist, you know, I want to use my platform to really reach people on the level that I feel is real. And I knew there would be backlash, but the surprising thing is I received so much more of an outpouring of love and support than I ever thought I would receive. In fact, my email is flooded. My publicist's email is flooded with, I support you, I appreciate that, or even, I don't agree with Trump, but I agree with you being bold and making a statement. Thanks for being yourself. So the overwhelming response has been positive. And that I really, really am grateful for.
But what about other stars at the Grammy Awards? Were they upset? Because, you know, a lot of people were expecting they would get real political against Donald Trump.
Right. Right. Well, you know, I figured that would happen, unfortunately. And I didn't get a lot of backlash in person. What I got was mostly people taking selfies with me and telling me, yeah, I support it. And they're like, I voted for him too. You know, sort of like, yes, finally somebody's saying that. One guy did say, I wish I could step on it. But he whispered that under his breath, I wish I could step on it.
Huh.
I thought, well, it is a free country.
Wow. So there were reports that you received death threats. Was that true?
There's been some death threats on Twitter. I do not look at the trolls. I ignore anything negative in that way. Honestly, I've had so many overwhelming responses of love and support, I haven't even been able to read the negative comments. Of course, I know about them. My friends are like, hey, I love you. I'm concerned about you. I say, listen, I'm safe. I'm happy. And making a political statement about love is what I use my platform for.
Good for you.
Love and unity. And my whole thing is, let's give our president a chance. Let's see what he can do. Whether you agree with him or not, he is our president for the next 4 years, maybe more. So let's give each other a chance to support who runs America.
So have you heard from the president at all?
I haven't yet. I'm looking forward to that.
What did you think?
I would love to hear from the president.
I'm sure. So what did you think about the way there was some anti-President Trump commentary at the award show?
I figured that would probably be the thing. You know, a lot of my peers in the music industry have made their platform one of going against, not even against the grain, because I went against the grain, but being against what's happening politically right now. And I don't care about being popular. I care about the truth and speaking my truth and uniting for peace. So even though I don't disrespect them, because they had to live their truth, they had to say what they believe. And it is a free country. America's a democracy, and that's important. What I don't like is being bullied for standing up for what I believe. And the friends that I have that have been insulted, being called bigots, racists, saying you're nothing, you're a waste of time, you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, just the most horrible insults just because they voted for our president or have chosen to say, well, I actually like the guy or I'm going to give him a chance. That narrative has to end now. I want a narrative of love and acceptance. And in Hollywood and in my industry, in the arts, I hope to shed a little bit of light and unity and sort of change the wave towards one of more positive influence.
Yeah, tell us why you voted for Donald Trump. I mean, it's interesting that the designer of the dress, Andre Soriano, is a Filipino immigrant.
Absolutely,
so,
he is.
And does he support President Trump as well?
He does, and he's a gay Filipino immigrant, and he's been in this country legally. He and I got together. We heard about the bombing of the White House. They wanted to bomb the White House. People were using, you know, oh, and this and the hate and the negativity.
Terrible.
And we said, you know what? It's horrible. You know, that inciting of violence is not okay. You know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to use your platform to incite violence or make people feel bad. So both of us believe, you know, we've been in the industry a while. He's been on reality TV, he had a show. He knows a lot of stars, and he knows that a lot of people voted for Trump but were afraid to say so. So we said, well, let's do this. Let's make a little small impact and shed for love, shed our light of love. That's why I held the heart purse. And that's our message from the beginning, and we're unified in that. Well, and we hope America can be unified in that, too.
You obviously resonated, Joy. How big was the increase in sales after you wore the dress at the Grammys?
Huge. Huge. Huge.
I mean, we're talking like what?
1,000 and something on the charts to #1. I am now currently #1 artist, best-selling album on iTunes and Amazon Music. The sales have come in like gangbusters.
Were you expecting that?
That support means so much to me. I was not expecting that. Of course, I said, well, it would be great if more people knew who I was as an artist and, you know, liked my music and maybe bought a few albums. But that overwhelming support, pushing me through the charts up to #1 place, it just shows what supportive unity can really do. No matter what. In the face of controversy, in the face of hate and backlash, I'm just glad I spoke my truth and other people agree. And that's a beautiful thing.
It is.
I did it for other people.
Good for you, Joy. You really showed courage by doing that. Congratulations to you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Joy Vila joining us there.
Absolutely.
We'll